Mount Panorama is back to GT7, and this time in Daily Race C we can only use FF cars. And I do have to say one thing before we get going. I actually used assists. I used ASM to stabilize the back end of the car because the rear tires get extremely cold by the end of the stint. And on top of that we have standing starts and one mandatory stop. I do suggest changing the tires in the middle of the race. Lap 5 or maybe even lap 6 is ideal because the tires take a bit of time to warm up, and if you're pitting too early you will probably not get them up to the optimal temperature. But I don't know if it's just me or Mount Panorama always produces incredible racing. It doesn't matter what kind of car class it is, what kind of strategy it is, it's always decent racing on the circuit. But you can let me know down in the comments what you think about this one. But now it's finally time that we have a little look at my race. Some smoke in front. Okay, kept my P5, that's good. Now, the uphill section is extremely difficult, not only because it's Mount Panorama, but also because you cannot really see much in front of you, especially not from this view. And as you can see, from P1 to P5, it's less than a second. So if someone makes a mistake, there is almost no way that you can avoid it. But I gave it everything, I try to stay as close as possible and eventually try to survive through this whole section. Oh, okay. For the rest of the lap, I just sat in the slipstream and used the tow to get closer to the guys up ahead. So nothing much changed for the next lap and a half. But what did change was the temperature of the rear tires. And as you can see, they are getting really cold. So that's one of the reasons why I'm using ASM, to stabilize the back end of the car when it's going downhill. There we go. But still P5, I don't know how this is going to work now. No overtakes, no one wants to overtake, I guess. I guess we all love the slipstream. And we do love the slipstream. That's why no one wanted to go for a move, because if you lose the slipstream, you lose a place. So that's why for the next lap, nothing happened in this race. We were just all in the same line, in the same place, without any changes, until this moment. Accidentally tapped the fuel map. In the wall. Yeah, but he'll probably catch us. Lewis again with a penalty. I guess you can just wait for something like that to happen. But I really wanted to see where exactly he got that penalty, because 1 second is quite a lot. When he was going down the hill, apparently all 4 tires left the track, and as you can see, he was this close to avoid getting a penalty. But it was 1 second, which in my opinion is completely absurd. Oh, I think Lewis is off. What happened there? No, that's not Lewis. That's... Who is that? Looking at the replay, I wanted to see what exactly happened. And there wasn't much to see. He just missed his breaking point. And that's one of the reasons why this custom slipstream is something that I don't really enjoy. You're carrying much more speed than usual into some of the breaking points, and it's extremely difficult to judge your next breaking point or your next reference point. But we were halfway through the race, and it was almost time to pit, but I didn't know who was going to pit first. Okay. Who is going to pit first? No one, I guess. Lap 6, I'm pitting, no matter what. Yeah, but look at this, I mean... 5 of us in less than a second. Staying out. I am staying out. And my strategy was actually quite simple. Try to do an overcut and work with someone and gain an advantage. Why? Because the slipstream is so powerful and the tires take 1 lap to warm up to be at the optimal temperature. But as usual, something unexpected happened, and I guess it completely changed my view of this race. Whoa! I mean... I'll take it, I guess. I'm going to take it, but... What happened? I guess they went wide and... I mean... I bumped the car in front of me, like... I guess we all agree that this is how we're going to play this. But then there was a big bump and... I got a few places. I mean, I don't mind. But strange. And now the goal was quite simple. Stay behind P1, just use his slipstream, and pit when he pits. Stay here until the last lap, and when we go to the last straight, overtake. I guess it's as simple as that. Well, it could be simple if it's not Panorama, but here I am, P2, and my odds of actually winning this race are looking much, much better. Oof. That's what I said, you don't really see anything in front. Okay, let's pit. Where to brake now? Oh! That's a 3-second penalty. Mediums don't refuel. That's a 3-second penalty. Hopefully I'm not going to get a penalty myself. Oh, that's a 1-second penalty. Okay. Oh, it's not 3 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to give you a push either way. Oh. And now my strategy is looking even better. I'm in P2 and P1 has a 1-second penalty, which will most likely demote him a couple of places, at least to P4 in this race. So all I have to do is just follow him in this incredibly difficult technical section and wait until he serves his penalty. Ooh. Aloni, let's go. He will drop a few places. Maybe this is our shot. And it was our shot, because now with bomb drafting we can pull away from the other guys at the back and then later fight for P1 and P2. The gap wasn't that big, it was always around 2, maybe 3, sometimes even 4 tenths. But all we had to do was stick together, bomb draft, and eventually, well, fight for P1 and P2 in the last lap. Always the corner. It's Forest Elbow, isn't it? I think the battle will start for P3, 4, 5, potentially even 6. Well, now I am in a losing position. I will... most likely with this order I will get P2 at the end of the race. But it's not over yet. And it definitely wasn't over. We had most of the laps still to go. And I knew that if I push hard, if I really master these technical sections, I can get away with a win. My gap just needs to be over half a second to get this one. So the goal was to push, see how hard can I go, and eventually secure P1. He'll most likely overtake me. I might even lose 2 places here. Watch this now. Huh. Wait a second, maybe I can defend. Maybe I can defend. Okay. I'll take this. 2012. Okay, I'll take this. So half a second is what is needed to defend. Half a second. Yeah, I will take this one. That was a nice one.